All right, it is grout day, but as you can see, I had my work cut out for me. Yes, I did leave my thinset bucket with thinset in it. Yeah, shame on me. Anyways, gonna take all the clips off, clean everything up. Now, it's turned out really nice. Floor looks great. Details, everything, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Grout line runs right up the curb. Yes, no, it does not run in the shower, but I wanted to make it a nice, even pattern in the shower. Here's where that tub is gonna go. Standalone Roman mount tub. And look at those beautiful vanities. Look at that, that's just amazing. All right, so I'm going to get started on the cleanup process. Hey guys, welcome back to this bathroom project. We are ready to grout. So first thing I have to do is clean the grout lines, and we work clean. So most part we don't have to do a whole lot of cleaning, but we do have to do some. As I think I mentioned on the last video, when setting tiles with these leveling clips and other lippage systems, leveling systems, whatever you want to call it, you do end up having a little bit of buildup around the clip area. Now, for the most part, yeah, it's acceptable, right? I can go ahead and grout most of this, but there are some areas that it's just too high, and I want to make sure, for instance, like right here, it's just too high. So we're going to take some of that down. But we do have to be careful because we are working with a rectified tile. You have to be careful with any tile, but specifically rectified, and I'll explain that in a little bit. And my process and tools that I use in order to clean the grout. Now the shower is actually in really good shape. I don't believe that I have much to do here. So I'm going to get started. Let's talk about grout line cleaning. Okay, so first of all, we need to mention that our tile is rectified tile, which basically means it's manufactured to be flat and have 90-degree corners on all sides. The benefits, I mean, I don't have to sit there and wonder if all my tiles are the same size. They're relatively close, within a 30-second or so of each other, and even less. Normally you would have to open up a box of tile and actually open all of them and then lay them out. And I usually lay them out in small, medium, and large. And then you have to be sure to set them all the same size in the same row, or otherwise the tile ends up walking a little bit one way or the other. And your grout lines tend to be uneven. So we're working with rectified tile. The problem with rectified tile, and I'll show you here, is that as you're looking at it, it's a very sharp edge, and that sharp edge tends to be brittle. And because it's fine material right there, it chips easily. So we have to be careful when we're doing that grout line cleaning process. So here we have a couple of tools that I use. The first one is this handheld grout removal tool. It's just got a carbide abrasive welded to the end of it here, and you just very simple action, very gentle as you're going back and forth on it. Just don't want to make sure that you're careful with that around the tile. The second tool that I use is the standard razor knife. This one's a Master Force, which is a Menards brand. It's branded by Stanley, so it's actually just a Stanley. It's a quick change, so it's got storage here, and it stores about 5 blades or so. And it's really easy to change out the blades really fast and easy. Now when you're doing this, it does dull the blades quickly. Not that you need a sharp blade to clean grout lines, but you do want something that's, at least it's not chipped up and dull. And then the last thing that I use is just a rigid scraper. I do keep a file on hand to file the edge a little bit because it does end up dulling. But with tile, I don't want to really be working this hard on it because it just ends up leaving marks on it. And you know, it's because of the width of it, it can actually be a little bit of a leverage in between the tile, and it'll chip that edge really fast. And I don't want to do that because I don't want to have to reset any of these tiles. So I'm going to get to it and get this floor cleaned up so I can start grouting. All right guys, back from lunch, ready to get started on this. So the first thing we're gonna do is prep this for the grout. Since we're doing two colors, I'm going to have to, well I don't have to, it just makes it a whole lot easier to clean up. So I'm gonna run a piece of tape all the way around the perimeter here. I'm gonna tape up the drain grate and go ahead and just do a little bit of masking here, just so it makes my life a little easier, especially up in the niche up here. So yeah, so we're gonna get started on that part of the process, and we'll get to grouting. Got it mixed up, set for a little bit. Now, we'll start. So on hex tile, there's not really a direction that you have to go because the edges are going all in the same direction. With standard tile, you want to do it at a diagonal so you're not pulling grout out. So I just try to go several different directions, just working it, trying to get any air out, trying not to get air in as I'm installing it. That's going pretty nice. I love this FA grout. Nice thing about these tiles that we're using here, it's supposed to look like a natural stone, but it's actually like a thin porcelain. It's really going to be durable. I don't have to worry about sealing it. You don't have to seal this grout either, so that's nice. You can. I don't need to. Several directions. Once I feel like I got a good coverage here, I'll clean this off and just scrape off excess. I'm not going to wipe this down right away. I'm gonna let it set. With this, I don't have to worry about it. If you're setting a urethane or epoxy-based grout, you do have to concern yourself with working a very small area at a time. It's what's called an air-cured. This is an urethane is a air-activated, actually, I think is what they call it. Air activates the curing process. As soon as it hits air, it's gone. It sets off. Epoxy is a two-part system with a catalyst in it that kicks it off. So you have a limited time to work with that, and you want to work in small sections, small batches. With this, I can grout this whole floor, let it set for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes to let that grout really have a chance to set up. I can then go back and do any touch-ups that I see. Wait for a little bit, and then come back and wipe it clean. I'm really gonna like this grout. This looks really nice. A lot like painting. Yeah, I want to just get the grout on the floor. I want to get that coverage. And then you smooth it out.